My beloved child, I see you struggling in the depths of the night. The darkness seems endless, doesn't it? You are weary, burdened by your own doubts, feeling as if the weight of the world presses upon your shoulders. I know how heavy it feels. The nights, they seem longer, darker when you're lost in them, don't they? Each passing hour feels like eternity, and every corner seems to hold a shadow that mocks your strength. But I want you to know something that you must never forget. This is not your forever. The night, as harsh and cold as it may seem, has an end. The storms of your heart, though violent and fierce, are not meant to last. They are only meant to teach you resilience, to mold you into something stronger, something greater than you can even imagine right now. You feel small and insignificant, yes, but I tell you, child, there is a strength within you that you have yet to fully uncover. Each step you take through the darkness, no matter how small, brings you closer to the dawn. Every moment of hardship, every tear shed, every sleepless night is not a sign of defeat. It is a sign of your enduring spirit, of your perseverance. I see you. You are seen. When you look out into the night sky, it may seem like an ocean of sorrow, stretching infinitely with no light to guide you. But know this, even in the darkest moments, stars are burning, unseen to your eyes, but still there. Just as those stars endure, so do you. The night may feel like an adversary, but in reality, it is your ally. It is the night that prepares you for the light. You cannot know the fullness of the morning unless you have walked through the hours of darkness. But I have not left you alone. Even when you feel as though the world has abandoned you, I am with you, holding you close, wrapping you in the warmth of my love. Your heart is aching, your soul is tired, but this is not the end of the journey. You are on a path, and I promise you, child, the path does not end in darkness. The path leads to light. I understand your doubts, your fears, and the whispers of your mind that say you are unworthy of the blessings to come. These voices lie. You are worthy. You are more than the struggles you have faced. Every scar, every tear is a testament to your strength, to your journey, to the incredible endurance that resides within you. You may not see it now, but I see it clearly. There is a great purpose in your life, one that stretches far beyond your understanding. Every moment, even those filled with heartache, is a step closer to the beautiful thing I am preparing for you. So hold on. Even when it feels like all hope is lost, know that you are held in my hands, and I will guide you through the storm. The night you are facing is not your end. It is simply the space before the light arrives. And though it may seem as though the world is asleep to your pain, I am awake. I am working. I am moving, even when you cannot see it. You are not alone, my child. You are never alone. The night is not forever, and neither is your struggle. In this moment of weariness, when you feel as though your strength has left you, I want you to remember something profound. The morning always comes. You may feel like you're stuck, that the darkness is unyielding, but trust me when I say this. The dawn is on the horizon. It is coming, even when you cannot see it. You might be wondering when the day will break, when the weight you carry will finally be lifted. It feels so far away, doesn't it? Like something that is just beyond reach, a dream that fades the moment you try to grasp it. But hear me now. Your morning is coming. The promises I have made to you are not in vain. The seeds I have planted in your heart will bloom. You will see the fruits of your labor. There is no pain, no hardship that will go unnoticed or unredeemed. Every trial you face is an invitation to rise, to evolve, to become who you are truly meant to be. The world around you may seem like a reflection of your internal chaos, clouded, uncertain, and filled with shadows. But even as the sky above is dark, there is a quiet assurance that the sun will rise again. Just as the moon's reflection on the water seems to hold the promise of dawn, so too does your heart hold the unspoken knowledge that you are meant for greater things. There is a power within you, born of my spirit, that cannot be extinguished. You have the strength to endure, to overcome, and to step into the new day. The night you are in may have tested you, but it has also been a teacher. You have learned resilience in the face of despair. You have learned to hold on to hope, even when everything around you seems to fall apart. And through all of this, you are not the same person who first entered the night. You have been shaped, refined, and prepared for the beauty that is about to unfold. And so, as you wait, remember that waiting does not mean nothing is happening. In the stillness, in the silence, much is being prepared. Every moment of your trial has been shaping you, refining you, making you ready for what is to come. The growth you've experienced may not be visible to others, but it is real. Even in the deepest of winters, the roots of a tree grow strong in secret, unseen by the naked eye. So too, your strength is growing, even when you can't yet see the full fruits of your labor. The morning will not come in your timing, for your timing is limited by what you can perceive. But I see the full picture. I know the perfect moment for your dawn. Trust that it is already unfolding, even when it seems out of reach. The sun is not far behind the clouds. The daybreak is on its way. When the morning does come, and it will be more glorious than you can imagine. It will be a morning that marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. You will rise from this season stronger, wiser, and more aware of the depth of your own resilience. Your pain will give way to joy. Your doubts will be replaced with faith, and your fears will be swept away by the light of truth. So hold fast. Keep your heart steady and your eyes lifted. The dawn is near, and when it comes, it will come with power, with grace, and with a beauty that surpasses all understanding. Your morning is not a distant dream. It is a promise that will be fulfilled. In the quiet of this moment, in the stillness of your heart, know that it is already coming. You are stepping closer to the sunrise, step by step, and one day soon, you will look back on this moment and realize that your morning arrived exactly when it needed to. The night is not just a place of suffering. It is a fertile ground for growth. While it feels like you are waiting, like you are standing still in a place that offers nothing but cold and shadow, much is happening beneath the surface. What you cannot see, I am doing. What you cannot feel, I am working in ways you do not yet understand. In the stillness of the dark hours, I am preparing you for the morning that is coming. The night is like the seed buried in the earth, unseen, but pushing roots deep into the soil. You cannot see the roots growing, but they are. Every moment of your struggle is a part of the process that is making you stronger. You may feel stuck, as though you are not moving forward, but I assure you, you are. Each trial, each hardship is helping you develop an inner strength that you will carry with you into the light. Just as a plant needs time to grow before it can break through the surface, so too do you need time to grow. And when the light comes, you will rise with it, more beautiful and powerful than you have ever known. I see how you long for release, how you desire the end of your trials. You wish for a quick escape from the weight that you carry. And it is in those moments of desperation that I reach out to you the most. I see you in your weakness, and I offer you my strength. I see your heart breaking, and I hold it in my hands. You are not abandoned. You are being shaped, though you do not yet recognize the beauty that is unfolding within you. You might wonder why it takes so long. Why must the night feel endless? And why must the struggle seem unyielding? It is because you are being prepared for something greater than you can even imagine. The morning you seek will not be like any morning you have known before. The light that is coming, is not merely a relief from darkness. It is a transformation. When it comes, you will not only feel peace and joy, but you will also experience a new sense of purpose, a new strength, a new understanding of your own resilience. The darkness serves as a refining fire. It is not a punishment. It is a process, and in this process, I am making you into the person you are destined to be. The person you are becoming is a person who will walk into the morning with confidence, with grace, and with the knowledge that everything you have gone through has been for this moment. You will step into the light, not as someone who is fragile or uncertain, but as someone who is rooted deeply, who is prepared for the new season. Even now, in the quiet, in the moments where it feels like nothing is changing, I am working. The weight of the night will lift. The pain will subside. You will rise. Your morning is not just a moment in time. It is a season of transformation. And when it comes, it will bring with it a harvest of strength, peace, and joy that you could never have known without the darkness you have walked through. So trust in this process, trust in the night, for it is in this space that your roots are growing. It is here that you are being made whole. And when the morning comes, you will rise and you will shine. The night will have passed, and the beauty of the dawn will fill your heart with hope. What you are becoming is far greater than you can imagine right now. There is a certainty to the dawn that you can rely on, even when the night seems to stretch on forever. The promise of the morning is not a distant hope, but an unshakable truth. Just as the earth spins, and just as the seasons change, your morning is already set in motion. You may not see it, and it may feel out of reach, but I assure you, it is coming. The dawn cannot be stopped. It is certain. It is a guarantee. You may wonder why, if your morning is assured, you must endure so much darkness. Why must you walk through the pain, through the loneliness, through the confusion? The answer is simple yet profound. Because the morning you are meant to experience is one of great beauty, one that will surpass all your expectations. If the night had not come first, you would not know the fullness of the light. Without the depths of your struggle, you would not appreciate the freedom and joy that the dawn will bring. You must know the shadow in order to embrace the brilliance of the sun. You must walk through the wilderness to reach the promised land. It is not in spite of your struggles that your morning will be beautiful. It is because of them. There is a rhythm to life, an ebb and flow of moments that lead you from darkness to light. Just as the tides rise and fall, so too does your life move through seasons of sorrow and joy. You are in a season of darkness now, but it will pass. And when it does, it will make way for something new, something bright, something full of possibility. The weight you carry will be lifted, and you will walk with a lightness you have not known before. The struggles you face now will become the very foundation on which you will build your future. You might be tempted to believe that, because your morning has not arrived yet, it will never come. It's easy to grow weary when the darkness feels unending. It's easy to doubt when you cannot see the horizon. But I ask you to trust in the certainty of the dawn. Trust that, though you may not yet see it, your morning is already on its way. It has been set into motion long before you were born, and it is unfolding at the perfect time. Even now, the world is preparing for your arrival into the light. When the morning comes, you will see everything in a new light. You will see the beauty in the journey you've taken, the lessons you've learned, and the strength you've gained. The hardships will no longer define you. Rather, you will see them as the stepping stones that led you to your breakthrough. Your morning will be the fruit of your perseverance, your faith, and your unwavering trust in the processes. So do not despair in the night. Do not lose heart in the waiting. For I tell you, with all the certainty in my heart, your morning is coming. It may not come in the way you expect, and it may not come on your timeline, but it is coming. It is as sure as the sun rising in the east. You are walking towards it, step by step, and every day brings you closer to the moment when you will step out of the shadows and into the fullness of the light. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. Your morning is coming, and when it does, it will bring with it the peace, the joy, and the purpose you have longed for. Hold fast, child, for the dawn is drawing near. As the first light of dawn begins to break, so too does your spirit rise, emerging from the depths of darkness with newfound strength. When the morning arrives, it will not just be an end to the night. It will be a transformation of your very being. You are walking through this season not only to survive, but to emerge stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for the beauty that lies ahead. In this moment, you may not feel strong. You may feel fragile, overwhelmed by the weight of your struggles, uncertain of whether you will ever make it to the light. But I promise you, your morning will be the moment you realize just how strong you truly are. You have been forged in the furnace of adversity. Your roots have grown deeper in the soil of patience, and your character has been refined through every challenge you've faced. You are not the same person you were when the night began. Your morning is coming, and with it, a strength that you have yet to fully comprehend. The darkness you are experiencing now is the very thing that is building the strength within you. Without the hardships, you would not discover the depth of your resilience. The trials you face are the crucible that is shaping you into someone who can carry the weight of the blessings that are on their way. The morning brings a new kind of power, the power that comes from having walked through the night and still standing strong. In the dark, you may have questioned yourself. You may have wondered if you were strong enough to make it. You may have doubted your own ability to endure it. But when the morning comes, you will look back and see the strength you did not even know you possessed. You will stand in the light, not as someone who has merely endured, but as someone who has thrived, who has conquered, who has emerged victorious. Your morning will bring clarity, the clarity to see how far you've come, the clarity to see what is truly important, and the clarity to understand your purpose. In the light of the new day, the struggles of the night will appear smaller, less significant. The trials that once seemed insurmountable will seem like distant memories, reminders of the strength you've gained. When your morning comes, you will no longer feel like a victim of your circumstances. You will no longer be defined by your pain. Instead, you will stand tall, a testimony to the power of perseverance, a living example of how one can emerge from the darkest moments and be transformed by them. Your strength will not just be a result of surviving, but of thriving in the face of adversity. Know this: your morning will not just bring relief, it will bring empowerment. It will empower you to take on the challenges of the future with the confidence that you have faced the darkness and come through it. It will give you the courage to move forward into the next phase of your life, knowing that no matter what comes, you have the strength to face it. Your morning will breathe new life into your soul, filling you with a vigor and vitality that will carry you through the rest of your journey. So as you wait for the morning, do not waste the moments of the night in despair. Use them to grow, to strengthen, and to prepare. The strength you are building now will carry you through the light of the new day. And when that day comes, you will be ready, not just to receive it, but to stand in its fullness as someone who has earned the right to bask in its glory. Your morning is coming, and it will bring with it a strength that is unmatched, a power that will carry you forward with grace, confidence, and the knowledge that you are more than capable of walking through whatever lies ahead. When the morning comes, it will be filled with joy, joy that you could not have understood without first knowing the depths of the night. The light that breaks forth will not only bring clarity, but will also fill your heart with a joy that is rooted in the strength you have gained, the battles you have fought, and the resilience you have built. This joy will not be fleeting. It will be the kind that sustains you, that fills you from the inside out, and that transforms the very way you live. For too long, you may have lived in anticipation, longing for something to shift, hoping for change to come. And now, when the morning finally dawns, you will see that it was never the waiting that mattered most. It was the growth that came through the waiting. The joy you will experience will be a reflection of all you have overcome. It will be a joy that can only come from walking through the storm and emerging stronger, wiser, and more grateful. Your morning is not just about the end of suffering. It is about the beginning of a new season, a new chapter filled with promise. It is about stepping into the fullness of the life you have been given, knowing that every step of your journey, no matter how difficult, has brought you to this point. You will step into your morning with a heart full of gratitude, because you will know deep down that every moment of the darkness had a purpose. It was never in vain. The joy that the morning brings will fill every part of you. The joy of knowing that you are no longer bound by the weight of the night. The joy of having endured and triumphed. The joy of being able to look back and see how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how much you've learned. The joy of being able to move forward into a future that is brighter than you ever dreamed possible. This is the joy that will fill your heart when the morning comes. As you step into the light of the new day, do not forget the darkness that came before it. Honor it, for it has shaped you. It has refined you. And as you move forward, you will carry that strength, that wisdom, and that gratitude with you. The joy of the morning will be yours to keep, and it will be a constant reminder that no matter how hard the night may seem, the morning always comes. It is inevitable. It is certain. And it will always bring with it the gift of joy. So when your morning comes, and it will come, celebrate it. Celebrate the victory. Celebrate the strength. Celebrate the peace and the joy that are now yours. And when you look to the future, remember this. The joy of your morning will carry you through every challenge, every obstacle, and every season that is yet to come. You have walked through the night, and now you will walk in the fullness of the light. Know this, my child. Your morning is not just a time of peace. It is a time of transformation. It is the moment when everything you have gone through will finally make sense, and you will see how it all came together to bring you to this point. The joy that awaits you will be a reflection of the beauty and strength you've gained, and you will walk into your future with the confidence that, no matter what comes, you are ready. Your morning is coming, and with it will come the greatest joy you have ever known.